I went over 5 things wrong with the TRX on the exterior in this video right here. From the soft brakes to the badges that are falling off, it's time to move to the interior, and let's go to 5 things wrong on the inside of the TRX. Now, this list of 5 things wrong in the interior are mostly software related issues. This is the first year of the Ram TRX, so there are some things not as polished as I would like or would expect for them to be. I'm gonna go ahead and say that these right here are my opinions. You can agree with them or disagree with them. Just get it out there, because I know there's gonna be a couple people say, why don't you sell your truck, blah, blah, blah. Enough of this fluff. Let's get into the stuff. Now, I originally recorded this video inside my TRX, but I went back to go edit the video. My GoPro mic quality was just so bad, I'm just going to use the footage to explain my points. Number 1 on the list is the TRX's VIN plaque that's on the center console lid. The problem is that now we are in the summertime, you're parked outside, the sun is shining, and the plaque burns the hell out of your arm because it's made of metal. That stupid plaque is sitting right in the middle of the console lid, right where the sensitive part of your arm sits. And you can't relax your arm how you want to, because that is the only visible piece of metal in the entire cabin, in the one place it shouldn't be in the first place. You look all over the cabin and cannot find a single piece of metal anywhere in your eyesight. I'm pretty sure when they did testing in the desert, when they shot their whole Sandman promo, there were people's arms getting burnt by those damn plaques. I can't be the first person this ever happened to in the history of the TRX. I would have put the plaque on the dash where the TRX logo is currently. Now, a tip for you guys is to take a cloth or rag or hat or whatever you have on you and just cover that plaque up so you don't get burnt if your TRX is sitting out in the sun. I also don't like the Alcantara on the console because it seems to attract dirt or whatever you have on your arms. So I think I'm going to get this leather console cover from Amazon and see how I like it. Now, number 2, we're moving up to the Uconnect screen and talking about the drive modes. I'll show you right here on the screen the various drive modes the TRX has. Now, the problem is that you can't modify any of them. You'll have an option at the bottom left of the Uconnect screen, and it'll say that you can set up any mode, whether it be Sport, Baja, whichever one you choose. But then you go into the mode, you can't change a single thing about any of them. Sport setup, and I can't change anything. What's the point of having this menu right here for setup and I can't change it? I can't change transmission to street. I can't do anything. The only thing I can change is paddles. And even in daggone Sport, I can't turn the paddle shifters off. Baja. Let me go to Baja mode. See if I can set up Baja. Look, I can turn the paddle shifters off in Baja mode, but I can't turn it off in daggone Sport mode. That is just how stupid backwards this thing is, right? Sport mode. That's it. Can't turn off paddle shift in Sport mode, but I can turn it off in Baja mode. Some will only allow you to change the paddle shifters, but only if you want them to work or not. Now, I know you see on the main screen that there is an option for either custom and auto. Both have the same exact issues. They only allow certain things to be changed. In actuality, you can't do crap with these modes. Really, the only thing you can modify is auto and custom. And even then, you can't really modify anything, right? Let's say for steering, I got street and sport. Suspension, I got street and suspension. Stability, I can't change down the stability settings. Transmission, I cannot change any of the transmission settings, right? The only way I can change any of that stuff, I got to go to custom. I have to set up custom. And then I have the option of going for sport, street, sport, sport, street. So I got those options right there in custom. So let's say I want to mimic Baja mode in custom, right? So I'm supposed to be able to change transmission, stability, and suspension. So let's go over here to custom. Transmission, not in Baja. Stability, no Baja. Suspension is the only one I can change to Baja mode. So if I want to mimic Baja in custom, I can't do that. So you can see the only thing I can put in Baja is suspension, that's it. I want to have like a hybrid Baja Sport setting, but I can't in custom. As you can see, that you don't have the option. This situation is one I wish Ram would do some kind of like software update and unlock all the drive modes so I can actually customize my driving experience, trying some new combinations to get just the right setting. Just saying. Number 3 is the camera and the digital rearview mirror option. The digital mirror is a solid feature that I use all the time. Just to break it down real quick, with a flick of a switch on the bottom side of your mirror, you can virtually see through your rear window and see right behind your truck. The problem I have with it is that the camera that they used, because you have like a 16-foot blind spot between the rear of your bumper and the car that is trailing you. You basically can only see the top of the car because the camera can't look down closer to the tailgate. You'll see in the clip that you can see high in the air, but you can't see directly behind you, which is why I wish they allowed you to use the camera in the tailgate, because that camera can see way more than this camera can. I'll show you in the clip right here where I put my GoPro camera where the camera is located that is being used for this rear mirror in the third brake light. You can see if they use a different lens, we could have had a bed cam functionality as well as using this digital rearview mirror. Let's go through all the cameras that's on the TRX. We got a 360 camera, we got cross path cameras in the front and the rear so you can see your blind spots. We got a third brake light camera, but they just seem to forgot to put a bed camera, which is really the only blind spot on the TRX. You see everything around you but your bed, just saying. Number 4 is the heads-up display. The only thing I do not like about it is that you cannot get the RPMs on it. You can get the mileage, you get navigation, you can get lane keep assist, you can get speed limit, miles per hour, and adaptive cruise control, but no RPMs. That would have been very handy when you're trying to shift, which I'll get to in a second. You can even get your gear indication on the heads-up display, but no RPM. I got a mod comment that might be related to this issue, so stay tuned for that. Number 5, the paddle shifters. By far, this option is the most frustrating to me. The RPM limit on the TRX is 6,200 RPM. You can hit the paddles at 6,000 RPM and the truck won't shift fast. There is a huge delay from the moment you hit the paddles until the transmission go like, hey, you touched my special stick. I think I'll do something now. Missed. So if you not shift this thing at the right time, that delay will cut the power and then it'll decide, oh yeah, you did tell me to switch gears, so I'm gonna do it after the fact. You saw that I hit the button before it was supposed to be time to shift, and it still didn't shift until after it decided to cut power. It was delayed to it. It does that all the time. That's why the paddle shifters are effectively useless if you're trying to drive fast in this. The only time I really use the paddle shifters in it is because the transmission at times doesn't know how to shift. Do it again. Boom. It waited. Shift. I had to let off the gas in order for it to swap gears. See what I'm saying? Clearly hitting the paddles at 6,000 and then 6,100 RPMs, and I get that, then I'll shift. If I don't use the paddles, the truck shifts flawlessly. Use the paddles, and you're gonna have to short shift the transmission in order to get the shift on time. There are only 2 times I use the paddles. One is when I downshift because, like I said in an earlier video, the brakes are so weak that you have to use the engine to help slow you down because the brakes could cook so fast. If you look at this error message I got right here, I can't use my adaptive cruise control because my brakes are too hot. I never knew that menu option even existed or that error code existed. And the second reason is depending on what drive mode that you're in, the transmission doesn't like to shift to higher gears, and that's part of the reason I think that TRX gets horrible gas mileage. Like I said in the beginning, these things I feel are a little bit off and should be able to be updated in future software updates. Probably not going to happen, but hey, a guy can dream. But if you guys have a TRX, let me know down below if you think there's something that I missed in my list. And let me know what you think about my list that I did. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. Help a butter out by subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. Everything you do really helps, and I can't appreciate you guys enough. And until the next video, I'm out.